Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first edition of the Stardust Media Charlie Foxtrot Podcast. I'm Reginald Conga.
And I'm his imaginary friend.
I didn't know we had Craig McCracken working on this show.
Well, apparently so. And I'm Dr. Milk.
You have the oddest name.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So welcome to this podcast where we discuss cartoons and video games because we just suck at life and we don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to get straight into the first topic?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
It was a really dark show. It was really good, and I'm gonna be honest. If you don't know that show, you're gonna be lost for like a full 10 minutes probably. So someone in the chat that I was in asked us to talk about the Underfist special. Do you want to get into that first, or do you want to talk about some of the other episodes first?
Yeah, no, sure, let's go straight to the special.
Yeah, it was the series finale.
Yeah.
It was technically a special series finale because they were gonna
Yeah.
they were gonna have a whole new show with just these side characters from the last show. It was going to be the most amazing thing you'd ever seen in your life. It was going to beat out Ed, Edd and Eddy, and then they canceled it because of the Boston bomb scare from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's
That
light
really
bright.
screwed 'em over.
It's a bomb. It's a bomb. It's a light bright. Have you
Yeah.
ever wondered about how they haven't been countersued by now? Or not countersued, that's not the right word, but like surely I'm surprised they're not embarrassed about it by now. Like,
Nah, they just think it's funny, don't they?
I don't know what happened. I heard they're still, because I know I'm pretty sure Ted Turner's still kind of bitter about it. I don't know what kind of power he still has over the network, but I think I've heard that he was bitter about it years later. Which Aqua Teen
Yeah,
Hunger
but he
Hunger
must
Force,
have gotten over it by now.
the Boston citizens.
But
Yeah, I'm
he's
sure
probably
they.
laughed
I'm not
about
saying
it.
that Boston's not over it. I'm saying that Ted Turner. Like, I'm surprised Cartoon Network.
We should probably get back to Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, we should, I guess. So Billy and Mandy, Underfist special. Let me just say it has one of the most amazing. I laughed so hard at this joke. Irwin is discouraged because all of his friends are leaving him, or not leaving him, but they're walking off on him on Halloween night. So he's like, I'm going home, and then the narrator starts singing, or not the narrator, but someone starts singing the song, and it's like, give up, there's no saving this night, give up, it just ain't worth a fight. And then finally the credits roll, and there's like fake credits, and then he's finally like, wait a second, you idiot, and then they go back, and like, I consider that the part where Billy and Mandy ends and the Underfist begins.
Yeah.
That was like amazing.
Like I said before, it was supposed to be sort of a pilot to a spin-off series.
Yeah, it was. That's what I was getting at earlier. With they canceled it because of the executives came in. They wanted to do live action, that failed, and then they never contacted Maxwell Adams again.
Yeah,
and I don't understand why they couldn't just bring it back after they failed with the reality show so hard.
In Billy and Mandy, who's your favourite character?
Fred Fredberger, no joke. No, in terms of major characters, Eris is my favorite character because Fred Fredberger was kind of minor into Underfist.
Yeah, mine has got to be Billy just because he's super dumb but super hilarious.
Yeah, he is hilarious.
When that alien thing is taking everyone's brains.
Oh,
turning it like zombies.
I
and
love
Billy,
that song.
He's so stupid that he doesn't have one.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because that was one of my favorite, if not the favorite episode, not counting Underfist. It's like, it was so amazing. It was mind-blowing. I remember looking at that in 4th grade because, like, I'm only 19, so it was, like, out when I was pretty young, but then I revisited it when I was in 4th grade because of the DVD set, and I looked at that, and that game, to quote Pan Pizza, that game blew my balls, man.
Yeah. The song was pretty good too.
That's what I'm saying. The song was amazing, man. It was awesome. It's
awesome
like the Sega CD commercial where it's so awesome that it
Yeah.
literally blows you away and you suffer and you go into a coma because of it. And then Steven from Smoothies or whatever he is called now, he looks at you and he's like, "Oh shit, that guy's dead."
Yeah. But thing is, it's like that with a lot of cartoons where they have like a episode where there's a song in it, and you're just like,
Well,
"Oh my god, I didn't expect this."
Usually the song is not that good and it's not that long. Like that one lasted the entire episode almost. There was just like 30 or 40 seconds at the beginning of Billy, and then like there's another like minute after that, and then because for those of you who don't know, when Voltaire was hired to write that song, he was told that he would get paid by the minute. So he said, "Okay, how long could this song be?" And Maxwell Adams said, "Oh, no more than 5 minutes." So he's like, "Okay, then this song will be 5 minutes."
Yeah.
Proceeds to write the most amazing song in the universe.
Also, in Billy and Mandy work so well together because one is like super serious all the time, and then the other one's just a complete goofball.
Yeah, and they're not oranges, they're tangelos. Okay, then what is with all the tangelos?
Oh, I just remembered.
Clowns.
Yeah, where Billy's screaming and screaming and screaming.
Destroy us all! Destroy us all! I'll take the chicken.
Yeah.
Destroy us all!
He's just walking around, and then he ends up beating up Grim, doesn't he?
I think, yeah, towards the end, he finally starts beating up Grim because Grim dressed up as a clown to scare him away, and then the other clown head comes to life, finally. You know, it took long enough.
Yeah, with the
in-universe.
The balloon.
Yeah, the blue balloon, and he eats them, and then it's one of those episodes, it's one of the many episodes where continuity is destroyed. Because it's a mess that no one can fix, and they just are like, whatever.
I also like Billy's quote-unquote son, the spider.
For some reason, I didn't like that episode when I was younger. I kind of felt conflicted, because on the one hand, I hate spiders with a burning passion, and on the other hand, he was just so sweet. Like, I felt bad for him. I felt bad about causing a mass... I felt bad about that mass genocide of spiders that I caused.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. Like, the ghost of Walt Disney came in and fought for the spiders, and then he still lost.
Yeah.
I think the ghost of Walt Disney should be, like, a running gag on this podcast.
Yeah.
I guess that's not going to work. I guess that wouldn't be funny. Can we go back to... I guess we need to go back to Underfist before we get too sidetracked.
Why? Why do we have to go back to it? Why can't we just...
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Besides the special Underfist, what was your absolute favourite episode of Billy and Mandy?
That's a tough one, because Voltaire was good, but there were some other really good ones. There was one of my... It's not necessarily my favorite, but I love the Substitute Creature episode where Nurgle Jr. transforms into the teacher and takes over for a day.
Yeah.
I felt like that one had some really good jokes. But it's not my absolute favorite. I also really liked the episode that was paired with it, the Chicken Mines episode, where they had these chickens. For some reason, when I was younger, I always called it the Acid Yolk episode, because there was that was all I could remember about the title, was the fact that Billy opened it, cracked it open, ate it, and then he was like, ah! And then he's like, oh, I forgot to mention those eggs have acid yolks.
One of the episodes I liked is when Erwin and Billy went into that game.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, I forget what the episode's called. And
it's
I also
Beasts
like
and Barbarians. Beasts and Barbarians.
Yeah, I also like the crossover episodes with K&D.
I was talking to E-Rod, who's a total, just absolute jerk to his fans. He treats them like dirt, but I asked him about that special. He said he didn't like it because the K&D were incompetent beyond any belief, and I can see that. I can see them being like just so stupid that you can't believe they're that stupid. Because there's a difference between being stupid and then there's just like gumballs.
You got to remember, they are kids.
Well, I'm not saying they are kids, but like even a kid could be, if a kid was in that situation, they could probably tell, maybe I should listen to my superior officer. I mean, like,
yeah, they think Mandy's number one.
Well, why is number one in charge anyway? Like, why do they put number one in charge or Mandy in charge when they think she's number one? Like, that's not how this works.
I know. Also, I loved how when Billy's calling for help, he calls Eddy.
No. Let me tell the joke for them. Okay, he's like, there's only one group of kids in the entire world that can help me. Calls up Ed and Eddy. Hey, Ed's pesky problem solver's got a problem that's pesky. We'll fix it for you for 25 cents. What do you mean you're broke?
Yeah, and then he tells them to go call the
kids next door. They're cheap.
Yeah.
It's like Rick and Morty. It's like it had to be done quick and it had to be done cheap.
Yeah. When I was a kid and I saw Ed, and Eddy in that special, because in all the adverts you just saw, Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy. That caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard. I'm like, why couldn't we have a crossover like this? Why couldn't we have Ed and Eddy and which I understand that's not how the world works now, but you gotta understand, I was like in 4th or 5th grade, man. That was amazing, man. That was the other series finale after the last episode, because it was after the last episode, but then they had Underfist after that.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Like, when I was a kid and I saw like a crossover or something, I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, man. And now we have the Simpsons guy, and we're just like, could have been good, could have been better, but it could have been worse. It couldn't have been worse. I guess technically it could have been like Mr. Pickles or Mega Babies, just the worst thing you ever see in your life.
Well, it's like those old Cartoon Network adverts they'd have in between the shows. Do you know where it'd show the Cartoon Network?
Oh, yeah, CN
all
City.
The characters, like Samurai Jack and the Foster Son from Laundromat. Friends, and everyone was there.
It was the most.
I was like, why can't we just have a show called Cartoon Network City and have all of them?
I'm not sure if I should be telling this story, but I had a friend online for a couple years. I've kind of lost contact with him now, but he had a fan fiction. It was, actually, I believe there's another person I know now that has a fan fiction like that, but it was like, it was like taking place right after Ed and Eddy's, actually, one of the foreshadowing clues before he abandoned the story was that, Ed and Eddy was going to season finale at that point with, season 4 before they got renewed. Which is weird, because, apparently there was also these specials that were made between Season 4 and Season 5. And I found that weird, because, but anyway, back to the point. He had this series, and it was pretty good, but it was also, at the same time, it was kind of flawed, because it was a fan fiction, after all.
Yeah. But one of my favourite adverts is when Mark from Foster's Home Imaginary Friends goes to the cinema, and he tells the guy to let in his imaginary friend when he arrives. He's going to wait in the cinema room. I know which one you're talking about. And then Ed and Eddy show up. And then
hold on, let me tell the joke for
you. Where the imaginary friends let us in. It's like, where's your ticket? It's like, we're imaginary, we don't need tickets. And then just walk in.
Oh, I love that, because they're like, hey, you guys can't be imaginary friends because you imaginary friends look like, and then they take a look at the art style and they're like, go ahead.
Yeah, those adverts were awesome.
That was the most amazing. Those advertisements were the most amazing thing in my life. The early 2000s were so much better. Kids today, they don't know. They don't know. Kids these days. They don't know. Kids these days.
Because back then we had the original Teen Titans, and we didn't have the remake of the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh. Let's not talk about Teen Titans Go, because I think everyone in the world is already sick of hearing about it. Any reasonable person is tired of hearing about it. No one wants to review it anymore. It still gets reviews, but I mean, no one wants to see them anymore. It's why can't this just go away? Why can't we just stop talking about it so it can finally get canceled? I mean, I don't even hate it. I just am tired of hearing people talk about it in such a negative light. Yeah. I get it, okay? It's not a good show. In a more quote-unquote objective manner.
Yeah. terrible remakes and reimaginings. The new Ben 10, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, and Sonic Boom.
Hold on, that's a little later in the podcast. Let's not get into that just yet. Let's not rip that Band-Aid off right now. Let's let it fester for a while.
Let's just tease them with it and then come back to it.
Yeah, let's tease it first. So, I kind of lost my train of thought.
Shall we just move on to the next topic?
No. I was gonna bring up one last thing, and I can't remember what it is. We'll probably cut to the part where I remember what it was. It was something about those bumpers. I can't remember now. I guess we're gonna have to address it in another podcast if this goes well.
Yeah. We'll carry on, and if you remember it, we'll just pop it in.
Okay. So I guess next thing we need to talk about is the fact that Cartoon Network is ending all their shows from this era, and except Gumball and Teen Titans Go and Steven Universe and Powerpuff Girls. Well, Powerpuff Girls was kind of to replace some of the older shows, I guess. But like they're ending they're ending Adventure Time. They've already ended regular show as of the time of this podcast, unless they pull an Aqua Teen Hunger Force and have one last final episode.
Well, regular show finished on season 8, episode 30. That's like the last
season
episode.
30. Dang, man, that's a lot of episodes.
Season 8, episode 30.
No, I know that. I'm saying like 30 episodes for each season. I mean that adds up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, Adventure Time's new season's coming out. Like, the 25th is like the first episode or something like that.
Adventure Time. I just don't even care about it anymore.
Oh, I like Adventure Time. They're going to have like a mini arc in the next season. And
oh, you mean the audience thing?
Yeah.
Here, I don't get why they're keeping Gumball like without its creator. Like it's already bad enough. Imagine how bad it's going to be without the creator.
The Gumball is awesome. I know I give a crap for a lot of shows, but I actually really like Amazing World of Gumball and Adventure Time.
It's like, hey, Squidward, and he's like, I'm Mr. Robinson, you dumb fuck, and he's like, hey, you want me to cut your wrist for you? And he's like, no, I don't want you to. And then he cuts his wrist open, and he just like Gumball just turns full-fledged serial killer, paints himself black, goes around.
I'm sorry, but I don't remember Gumball being that dark.
It's pretty awful. Like obviously, if it was really that bad, it'd be.
It's an episode they'd get cancelled.
I was exaggerating. I was just joking, man. I know they're not gonna do an episode like that, but I for real don't get why they have a Squidward knockoff and Gumball and Darwin act like SpongeBob and Patrick and. Let me rephrase that. It's not a complete SpongeBob ripoff by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that they act like that. Like they have a Squidward character that's like a side character you don't see every week, which that's an improvement at least that they don't have them in there every week.
Do you know what the original premise for the show was going to be?
I'm sorry, I do not know.
It was originally supposed to be a school for unwanted cartoon characters, and that was supposed to be the whole gimmick. That's why every character is in like a different art style.
That would have actually been a good show.
Yeah, but then they ended up evolving it into the Amazing World of Gumball.
If only it didn't suck so much. Like, if only it wasn't so painfully unfunny.
I like it. It's just
yeah, you like it because you suck. Which I suck too, but that's beside the point.
Well, one show I cannot stand is Uncle Grandpa.
I kind of find it one of those episodes where, like, first of all, you have to accept the fact that it won't make sense. You can't just watch it and, just be okay. You have to accept that it's going to be out there. And second of all, like it's definitely not for everyone is what I'm saying. But in the second place, even if you do have that mindset, there are still a lot of episodes that are just awful. And there are other episodes that are good, in my opinion. That doesn't mean it's fact or anything. I'm not going to be like Mr. Enter and argue something is fact. But
the only episode of Uncle Grandpa that I've made it fully through is the crossover episode with Steven Universe.
Oh, that must have been insufferable for you to find out that it was non-canon.
I know it's non-canon, and I'm fine with it being
No.
non-canon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, man, that must have been a pain in the ass because you're like, trying to watch. I'm trying to watch this for the story. Stop telling jokes. This is supposed to be serious. This is Steven Universe, man.
Cool.
You're ruining my childhood retroactively.
One thing that caught me off guard was when Uncle Grandpa goes, time to move on to the next one, he pulls out a list of people he's done crossovers with, and randomly on the list you have like Ed and Eddy and
Dexter's
Kane,
Lab,
Ian,
Juniper Lee.
Where's those crossovers?
I want to crossover with Ed and Eddy. I don't care if it's going to be a piece of crap. I want it. I want to see where they landed after the movie. They're probably working at an amusement park somewhere, like Mondo a Go-Go.
Yeah. In that movie, Ed's brother just got beat up.
You mean Eddie's brother? Yeah, at the end, I've seen it. I'm not gonna. Let's not spoil it too much, because like we'll put that in the description, but let's not spoil it too much. I know it's been like 5 years since that movie came out, but it's so good that I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah. It was a good way to end the series.
It was the most.
You had someone who was mentioned through like the whole series, but we never saw. In the final the final movie, we finally get to see him.
It's kind of like No, I better not tell that joke. That's too far. I'll tell you after the podcast ends. But it was gonna be filthy. I was gonna talk about this joke I came up with the other day. Hello, everybody. This is me recording on a separate day to tell you guys that this part of the podcast got cut out because it was just too filthy, too inappropriate. So I cut it out. Sorry. Back to the podcast. I realize now that I've said it out loud.
Wait, just stop. Shall we just carry on talking about Cartoon Network?
Yeah, we're probably going to cut that out of the podcast because that was a little filthy.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed.
Right.
I'm not embarrassed for telling you, but I'm embarrassed to put it on the full podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. So on Cartoon Network's run so far, what's your favourite old show and what's your favourite new show?
I don't really have a favorite new show. Because I haven't watched Steven Universe in full. I keep meaning to watch it, but part of the reason why I don't watch it is because, like, a lot of people have talked about it being bad. Or not bad. I mean, like, relatively speaking, like, not as good as the other episodes, the early episodes.
Like the early episodes where Steven's like voice actor sounds weird.
I don't know all the details. I just know that some people don't like it as much.
I love Steven Universe, man.
Well, that would probably be my favorite just because of Ruby and Sapphire. That's all I know is that it has fusion. I love the Boo saga of Dragon Ball Z. That was amazing. So my favorite old show is definitely Ed and Eddy, and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is probably second place. Courage is pretty good too, but I was looking back at the episodes of Powerpuff Girls, the original series, and I realized even in the beginning, there was a lot of shows that it's not that I hate them outright, it's just that they're not as good as they could be.
How about have you heard about Samurai Jack making a return this year?
Oh yeah, I have heard about that, but I don't feel qualified to speak on Samurai Jack because as a kid I was kind of dumb, so I thought that cartoons that were mostly silent, even though they had a little dialogue, I was convinced they were lame and that I shouldn't watch them. I was a dumb kid. Okay, let's be real here.
I just thought Samurai Jack was cool when I was a kid.
Well, of course he's cool, but you see, the point is that I'm dumb when I was a kid. Well, I'm dumb now, but that's not what it says on my grade card. Did I mention I got a 28 on my ACT?
No. Why, you want to show that off?
No, I felt like sharing because, like I'm worried there's going to be some people who don't know me at all and just think I'm a goofball, and I'm like, I have a 28 on my ACT, by the way. That doesn't mean I'm not depressed.
That means anyone who lives outside of America.
Yeah, I understand that, because like they won't understand why a 28 is good. It's a very different grading scale. I'm not gonna lie. It's like most people don't get above a 25 as their composite, and you're really not supposed to go above a 30, and you're definitely not supposed to go above a 33. If you get a 36, that's a perfect score, or a nearly perfect score, and it's hard to explain the grading scale.
It's fine. Shall we just move on to the next topic, or do you
Yeah,
want to
let's move on. Okay, Project Sonic 2017. It looks like it's going to be Sonic 06 again because that started with a great trailer with no gameplay footage, and so I'm really worried that they're going to.
For the best.
Well, it's not going to be.
I'm still hoping for the best.
It's not going to be as bad as 06 because they've learned their lesson from 06, and I'm teasing it again, but Rise the Lyric.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
Sonic 06 may be bad, but Sonic Boom was worse.
I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to deny it for a long time, but I think it might actually be worse because it depends on your definition of bad. Like Sonic 06 might be more annoying, but there was more good in it. Like there were some good ideas, even though they were overshadowed by the bad. And then in Res Lyric, it's like even if they were well executed, these ideas would just be awful because like there's one attack button in the beat 'em up sections.
Yeah. I do not like Sonic Boom, whatever. I know there's some like funny glitches and stuff, but
I actually disagreed with that because it's not even like 06 or Sonic Adventure 1 or anything where you have all these cool glitches and stuff. Because like I've heard reports that you can make the graphics look better by glitching the game out, and I don't think that's true because like there was one post about it. Reportedly, there was one post about it. And then there was no proof about how you do it.
We're back in those days before the internet where everyone would be talking about Mew and you just believe them.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. But what I'm saying is Sonic Adventure, I saw the glitch videos when I was younger. Same thing with Ed and Eddy, the PS2 and Xbox GameCube game, The Misadventures. But anyway, and then Eddy was some of my first YouTube videos that I watched. I found the movie pirated.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm hoping the Sonic projects is going to be good.
Yeah, I am.
Like, obviously, we can't judge it until we've seen some gameplay.
Yeah, we can't judge it until we get some gameplay.
We can say good things, but we can't really properly judge it until we've seen gameplay and we've seen what it's going to be.
You know what I'm going to like? I'm going to like people going to the... After this is done, checking out the rest of our channel and being like, why is the Sonic 06 playthrough so boring? Okay, yeah. That joke bombed.
Yeah. Well, I don't actually know what to say about Sonic projects because, we've seen like a trailer, but that's it.
Can I talk about how I'm worried that they're going to bring back classics? Like, there is a theory... online that there's two timelines, one where Sonic got the good future in Sonic CD and one where he got the bad future. And although it does erroneously state that Sonic CD takes place before Sonic 2 instead of after Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because I think it's kind of obvious the middle Sonic is an improved copy of Mecha Sonic. But obvious, but there's enough evidence there.
Well, in Sonic Generations, you see the stage they take from CD is... Well, the battle you have with Metal Sonic's in the bad future, meaning that technically the bad future is canon.
That's part of the theory, is that Sonic 3 and Knuckles is part of one timeline where Sonic got the good future. The bad future, I'm sorry. Or something. I can't remember the exact details, but in one... version, Sonic went on to live and become modern Sonic, and then in the other timeline, he stayed as classic Sonic, and that's the timeline with Sonic 3, Knuckles, and that's a classic Sonic from generations that lived on to be in Sonic Mania.
Yeah. Well, Sonic Mania's old. Sonic Mania's coming out on all the consoles, but I saw someone playing some gameplay on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I think I saw... I can't remember who did it, but I saw someone playing it.
Can I say I'm really disappointed that the Nintendo Switch has one game I'm interested in, because I'm not a Zelda fan. Like, I can already play Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. Why do I need to buy it again?
It's going to have, like, more characters and more stages.
Okay, well, that's a little bit better, but still, I'd prefer Mario Kart 9 or to... Well, I get that they're in the toilet right now, but I'm legit worried. I'm worried.
Well, I think there's a few games, because I want to play the Zelda one. I want to play Splatoons 2. I want to I want to play Sonic Mania.
I'm gonna be honest, if Splatoon does not,
I want to see what new levels and stuff are in Mario Kart.
Well, I want to say this. If Splatoon does not have multiplayer locally, I'm probably not going to get it because the single player I heard is good, but it's not good enough to justify a purchase of the game.
Yeah, well, it's probably going to have really good online multiplayer.
Well, I don't care about that because I don't really like playing with strangers. Like if I could search for my friends and just play with my cousins or something, like fine. But if I'm gonna play with total strangers without knowing a single one of them, that makes me nervous and I don't want to do it.
Also, on the Nintendo Switch, you have to pay for online capability online now.
Oh,
so it's gonna be just like Xbox and PlayStation.
Well, here's. Well, I hope it gives you a mic chat, or not a mic chat for, like, I would appreciate if you could turn it off and on. Like for the people who want to coordinate and tell people, you know, how they're going to strategy or whatever the word is. Yeah. I could understand that, but then there's, like, these kids who are, like, really immature. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know if I want this or not.
Yeah, some games I'm not looking forward to is the FIFA because I'm not a fan of it, and
it's like this the devil
and the new Mario game because I don't know, I've seen the trailer, it looks alright, but
I disagree. I thought it looked pretty good, but then I look back at it and I'm like, this is not worth buying an entire new system for.
Yeah,
like maybe it will look better, but what I want to say. I was just kind of excited for a 3D Mario. But anyway, what I wanted to say is FIFA, it's like this. The devil came up with Sonic 06, and he was like, I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a programmer, of course. After all this time, I guess I'm a really good guy at programming whatever. Let's just get to the part where we play play bad games. So the president of EA started playing Sonic 06, and he was like, well, this is pretty bad. But I'm going to play something even worse, and he makes FIFA, and he's like, oh my gosh, is this the same game where you released 10 years ago? And then the devil dies, and he goes back to hell again.
Well, I don't think FIFA's technically a bad game, because, you know...
Well, I was making a joke, and then halfway through
I have seen... Because people can have fun with it, and it's a complete game.
Can I just apologize? Can I just apologize real quickly before they get mad and comment? I want to say that it's not that bad. I was making a joke impulsively, and then I realized that the joke sucked, and halfway through me telling it, and now I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I made that joke.
But I know FIFA's not a bad game. I even have a few friends who play. It's just the problem I have with it is it's the exact game that they make every single year. The only difference is they throw in more characters and more cards thing. But it's like you pay like £40-50 for a new one every year.
$60 in America. That's one of the good things is they don't overcharge you too much in America. But where was I? I lost my train of thought. There was one thing I was going to bring. Oh yeah. For those of you who think Call of Duty is the worst game ever, you have never played a bad game before.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what?
Like, I can understand if you hate the game with a passion, but don't act...
Call of Duty is zombies. I love zombies. I don't really like the online and the campaign of Call of Duty, but I like the zombies.
Nazi zombies.
Yeah, I will buy a Call of Duty game just to play the zombies.
You know what the ironic thing is? When I played South Park: A Stick of Truth, they said, I hate Nazi zombies. It's so overused. And at first I thought the joke was that nobody has ever used Nazi zombies, and I realized they're right there in Black Ops. I was so stupid.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to talk about South Park?
Let's not talk about that yet, because let's talk about some of these other topics. I guess we need to get back to Sonic for a minute.
Well, let's just move on to the next one.
You mean Sonic Boom?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot we're going to talk about that.
Oh, I've only seen so many episodes. I haven't seen the whole series, but you've watched the entire season 1. And you liked it too.
When I found out that it was season 2, I almost cried. I do not like Sonic Boom. It could have been so good. It could have reintroduced old characters. It could have
let me say
had
this.
a good story.
They have
the
50...
only thing I like about Sonic Boom is the conversations between Eggman and Sonic, because it's all right. But
can I
dumb.
Can I just say real quickly that they had like 50 billion characters, and a lot of them were really good characters if you could do them right. Like, obviously not Charmy, but if you did Cream right, I could see some comedic stuff, like if she was talking to Shadow or something. Like, I could see some good comedy coming from that, even if it wasn't, completely in character. I could see, and then they use the same 8 characters over and over again, save for a few villains.
Sonic Boom is so stupid.
And can I also say that
Because, Knuckles was dumb. He was always dumb. But he wasn't a complete moron.
Can I just say that there are some people still who think Knuckles was actually smart in Sonic 3 Knuckles because he trapped Sonic, and I'm like, that's not the same thing. Like, throwing a boulder at someone does not make you smart. That's like that scene from Batman where he's like, I threw a rock at him. It was a big rock.
Yeah, alright. Knuckles is good at surviving. He's good at hunting down treasure.
And that's it.
He's got like street smarts. I'll give him that. He's got like street.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I just don't agree.
Knuckles.
I just don't think he's book smart in the sense that he could trap Sonic. No. I think that the fact that Sonic's in a 2-dimensional plane, that he has nowhere to run from that boulder, I think that's kind of cheap on Knuckles' part. Like, that's not being clever. That's just like pushing a boulder. That's not the same thing as devising a booby trap with a net or something.
Like, I think Sticks is super annoying.
Yeah, and can I say, I was going to bring this up earlier, is that they were kind of smart because they only limited themselves to one character, new character, one OC for the main cast, and they chose Dale from King of the Hill, watered down to such a degree that he's not even like funny anymore. And they made it a girl, and they designed her after Marine the Raccoon. It's like, holy crap! What were they thinking with this character?
I thought Styx is a badger, isn't she?
No, she is, but she looks a lot like Marine the Raccoon if you look it up.
Take your word for it. All I know is I don't like Styx. She's annoying, and I think Knuckles is super dumb, and I think it's just a stupid show.
I'm gonna be honest. I could see the idea of having Knuckles as a butt monkey who's an idiot. But, like, it gets to a degree where you really have to make sure he's a funny character, because if you just make him an annoying idiot, it's not going to work like it does with Billy or Ed from Ed and Eddy or something. You have to have a charm to that character.
Like, one Sonic series that I really, really did like was Sonic X.
Can I just say that I grew up with Sonic 4 Kids some. I would admit it had some bad ideas with the dubbing, but it wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Like, it's not like,
Oh no,
it's not like cancer inducing.
It's passable. Like, you can see they tried to take some of the stuff out, but it's still like an alright dub.
Yeah, I'll say that. That's what I'm kind of getting at here. Like, they had made some bad decisions as 4 Kids, but especially. There was some actual effort put into that, especially the fight scenes, which I'm not going to act like it's, like Emmy Award winning or anything. But the fight scenes I remember being pretty good, and I remember the dialogue being pretty good, even though it was I don't see 4 Kids as being, or at least with Sonic X. I haven't seen all of the 4 Kids stuff, but like Sonic X 4 Kids, I give that a pass. Like, it wasn't perfect. It was okay.
The worst thing to come out of 4 Kids, I think, is the One Piece dub that 4 Kids did.
The dub or the theme song dub?
Just the dub of One Piece.
Okay, so not just the theme song, because I can't. I'm gonna be honest. The theme song is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I know it has terrible lyrics.
Oh, no. The theme song is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine too.
Can I just say?
God.
Can I just say, Kirby, right back at you. Mr. Enter way overreacted to the line, "He's got maximum pink." He was like talking about how, first of all, Jigglypuff has maximum pink because he's slightly lighter than Kirby, and I'm like, if you want to get technical like that, pink is a tint of red, not a shade of red. And I know that's really dank and stuff, but like he was being technical first. So I'm just playing by his rules, okay? So and then he kept analyzing it, and I'm like, it was a buzzword. They were trying to get you into the show without actually adding anything. Don't act like you're supposed to take it seriously. It's like the Opportunity Hunger Force theme. You're not supposed to analyze the lyrics.
I'll give 4Kids one thing. The Kirby Right Back At Your theme song is pretty good.
Oh, it's great, man. I disagree. I think it's great.
They came up with that because if you look at the Japanese opening, it's completely different.
Yeah, it was good, man. And can I say that I still think the Pokemon theme song from season 1 that was mind blowing, man. That's still awesome.
Well, the Pokemon theme song is like it's one of the best theme songs from like any anime.
Oh yeah, it's really good, man. It's like they hit the nail on the head there. Like you could probably contribute a lot of the success to Pokemon the anime to just that theme song.
Yeah,
like you get convinced that
is probably the one good thing 4Kids gave us.
Yeah, it was. Well, they also introduced me to Sonic X. I probably wouldn't have known about that for years if it hadn't been for 4Kids.
Pokemon. I guess the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't that bad, so yeah.
I really liked the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh!
So did I. It's just, but then after I watched the Japanese dub of it, it's like it was originally supposed to be a lot darker.
Yeah, and let me say it was even more dark in the manga, because I read the manga, especially the first 7 volumes before the fight with Pegasus. That was really dark, man. That was... And then they made it even darker in the Japanese Season 0 anime. Like, holy crap, this is hardcore.
Yeah, but that was made by a different studio.
Well, I get that. I'm just saying, like, it was dark. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really dark. Shut up about your cards. Like, this show was hardcore.
Yeah. And then you have 4Kids censoring crosses on cards.
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't remember the exact card, but I remember a lot of censorship.
For multiple different cards, every time they saw like crosses, they was like, let's edit this out.
Why would you do more work than you had to with that? Like, why would you go through the trouble doing that?
It's because they don't want people getting mad over religion and stuff.
Well, I thought you were just pointing out why it was, like, not... that they shouldn't have censored it so much. Well, it depends, because I don't think it'd be appropriate for some of the stuff that was in the manga was pretty hardcore, violent or something.
What I'll say is they over-censored a lot of things, like censored some stuff that didn't need to be censored.
Yeah, they also censored some things that probably should have been censored for the kids, because they were going to market... Yu-Gi-Oh! Cannot be marketed to adults as heavily as it can be to kids when you get into the dual monsters.
I don't even think we were supposed to talk about 4Kids on this podcast.
No, we were not. Can we get back to Sonic X for a minute? This podcast is kind of getting long. Let's try to focus on Sonic X, and then we'll do a couple more topics. Sonic X, I was playing Sonic Adventure a while ago, and I forgot how good the game was compared to how horribly Sonic Adventure 2 has aged. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that, but I just don't even care. I'm be honest. What, Sonic Adventure 2?
The most popular thing in the Sonic Adventure games is the Chow Garden.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm not going to deny the Chow Garden was awful, but in order to... I mean, good. I misspoke, okay? I misspoke. What I meant to say was that I won't deny...
I'll fly to America and kick your ass if you said anything bad about the Chow Garden.
No, I misspoke, I promise. I was not trying to insult the Chow Garden. I was trying to praise the Chow Garden, but I misspoke. What I want to say, now that I'm not misspeaking anymore, is that the Chow Garden was awesome, but the fact that you have to play through these... Like, even City Escape hasn't aged quite as well as it could have. Like,
Yeah.
like
From City Escape.
No, I mean the original City Escape in Sonic Adventure 2, not Generations. Generations has aged just fine. I mean, like, the original Sonic Adventure 2 is not aged that well at all.
Yeah, but the music's still good.
No, I'm not going to deny that. Of course it sounds good.
But even though some Sonic games may be crappy, the music's still good.
Except for Sonic Chronicles, and that's why it's the worst Sonic game ever made in the history of mankind. It's like...
Alright.
No. Let me rephrase that. It's one of the worst. I don't know if I'd call it the worst because Rise of Lyric, like I cannot get through a playthrough of that. I cannot watch an entire playthrough of that like I can with 06. I cannot. Like even Chronicles, as boring as it was, at least it was a little bit. At least it was a lot shorter.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what?
What?
I think Sonic Adventures has aged pretty badly, but I think it's still an alright game. Like it's
Sonic Adventure 2 is not an awful game. It's not. I'm not gonna act like it's awful. There were some awful levels, but it's not awful overall. Sonic Adventure, on the other hand, I think was really good.
Adventure 1 with Biggs levels with.
No, I'd have to disagree with you there with Biggs levels. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but the thing about Biggs levels is if you read the instructions in the game, you find out you press down when Fergie takes a bite, and it makes it like 10,000 times easier. Like you can finish the game. Like if you go into level select, you can finish the game and the boss fight, the one boss fight in like 20 minutes, maybe 15. Probably 15. Probably. Let me rephrase that. 20 minutes would be playing through the entire game with cutscenes. 20 or 25 minutes, but playing through the levels, you can get it done in 10 minutes.
Alright, can I say something?
Yes, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Do you know in the Sonic franchise as a whole, what are your top 3 favourite characters?
Oh, Shadow would be number 1. And Silver would be one of the top 3 too. Even though he had I just think he looks cool. The idea itself, the concept for Silver and his design, I'm fine with. I know he probably isn't the most well developed character, but I really like him. But I'm not sure about that third spot. Should I give it to Metal Sonic? Should I give it to Tails? Should I give it to Amy? I don't know.
Shall I tell you my 3?
Can I go over my? No, I better not go over my top 3 least favorite characters.
I'll tell you my 3. My favourite character is Tails.
Yeah.
My second favourite is Big the Cat.
Oh.
Don't you laugh, Big the Cat is awesome.
I can't tell if you're joking at this point or not.
No, he is a lovable goofball.
I'll be honest, in Sonic Heroes, I am fine with Big the Cat. I don't even dislike him in Sonic Adventure. I just don't think he's the best.
No, he's my second favourite, and my final favourite, the third one, is Metal Sonic.
I thought Metal Sonic used to be your absolute favourite.
No, Tails has always been my absolute favourite.
Okay, I was wrong then. I'm sorry.
It's kind of like a mix-up for my second, either Big or Metal Sonic.
Okay. So, that makes sense. Okay, I guess we better wrap this up before it gets to being freaking 45 hours.
It to be like half an hour long, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted it to be half an hour long, and we've just had so much comedy gold that I didn't want to stop it.
It's been over an hour.
It's been 48 minutes, or 49 now.
Has it? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time that we've been talking on Skype.
Yeah, you can't see my timer.
Yeah, we was talking before we started.
So I guess we're probably gonna have to nix the Crash Bandicoot part. Not that we have that much to go with anyway. Just part of the remake from Crash 1.
Oh, just talk about that next time.
Yeah, we can talk about that next time. I think we should. Can we move on to Pokémon? I got a video in the works that's like an episode of Pokemon, but every time someone says A, it's replaced by Fonzie going A.
Oh, I think why do people post those videos on YouTube where it's like, oh, every time something says something.
Oh, it's awesome, man. Why don't you like it?
I don't like it, the full B movie, but every time someone says B, the movie goes twice as quick.
It's like this. Like, not all of them are going to be good, and you're probably looking at a lot. I'm not going to argue your opinion is invalid or anything, but, there are some good ones. I really like the Nutjack theme, but defiantly posh and elegant. Like, he has in this British accent, this British text-to-speak program. And it's funny, and I don't know why.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
Well,
but I just...
can I just say that some of them do go on too long?
Yeah. So you want to talk about Pokemon?
Do you think we should in this podcast or save it for next time?
Well, it depends how much editing you want to do.
I'm not going to do much editing, so I guess we'll talk about it.
Alright, go for it.
I was playing Leaf Green recently. And,
yeah, I completed it like before you, and you got all salty.
Of course. I
can complete.
Oh
Leaf
yeah,
Green
I got salty, all right. We're talking about. We're talking about the old. We're talking about taking the top off the salt shaker, pouring it in your soup, and then adding a whole bag of salt on top of that, and just being like, "Yeah, I did that to you."
Seriously, I can complete that game in like 2-3 hours, something like that.
Oh, were you speed running?
No, I wasn't speed running that time. It took me like 3 days to complete it.
Oh, I thought you said 3 hours. Like, I'm like,
no, but I'm saying I can do it.
You can do it in 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, sure. Yeah, right. I had a friend who told me he could beat Pokemon Sapphire in the original Sapphire back before Alpha Sapphire. He told me he could beat the game in 30 minutes, and I'm like, there's no physical way on this earth.
I can't beat it in 30 minutes. No way. But 3 hours I can do it. I've done it like once before in like 4 hours something.
How do you beat the gym in 4 hours? How do you beat everything?
It's easy. If you want to do it like super quick, then you just like solo run it. But
that makes more sense. Get Blastoise, teach him Earthquake and Ice Beam.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But yeah, I like Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah, Leaf Green was awesome, man. I like getting Vulpix in that version. You have to get Leaf Green to get Vulpix instead, and I can't remember exactly how it works, but like I wanted the fire Pokemon Vulpix. It was only available in Leaf Green. Arcanine was available in Fire Red, and I really wanted that Ninetales. Yeah. Oh, magical Kitsune!
I don't know if you heard that. It's just my brother just walked into the room.
Oh,
took something. Just in case anyone heard it on the audio.
Okay, I was about to say, man.
Yeah, I've played like the Pokemon game I've played most of is Pokemon Emerald. I've played. Can I just say
Sapphire's better?
I like Emerald better, but that's just me.
Do you enjoy being wrong? Like the professor gets attacked by Zigzagoon. I could maybe buy a Poochina. I can buy the fact that the professor was beaten by a Poochina level 2.
Wait, stop. Can we just go back to how you pronounce Poochiana?
Poochina?
Poochiana.
Okay, fine, Poochina. I can't say it right.
Alright, never mind.
Zigzagoon, I'm not buying the fact that this.
Let's go back to Leaf Green. Let's just go back to Leaf Green.
I can maybe buy. Can I just say I don't buy the fact that the Zigzagoon caught the professor off guard? That's all. That's my entire argument for why Leaf Green. I'm sorry, Sapphire is better.
Do you know what I think is absolutely hilarious?
The fact that I argue that
mix Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. After you completed the game, you see him getting chased by his wife.
And it happens 3 times, too. You get 3 different starters from 3 different regions. That was insane.
Yeah. So, you was talking about how you started playing Leaf Green.
Yeah.
What was your team? Go on, tell us.
My team was Blastoise, Raichu. You mean my final team? Blastoise, Raichu, Ninetales, Dodrio, Snorlax, which I taught Psychic and Mega Kick and Brick Break, and I also got there was one more, I think.
What was it?
There was one more. Hold on, I'm thinking. Blastoise, Ninetales, Raichu, Dodrio, Snorlax. Oh, Alakazam. I even bought one of those. So I could get Alakazam and Sapphire. I bought one of those link cables for the Game Boy Advance. I
cool.
suck.
When I was playing Leaf Green, I had an emulator on my phone, and that's what I was playing it on. Like
I see. Piracy is good.
Every time I was on a bus or something, I'd just play on it, to pass the time.
Yeah, and you wound up beating the game.
Yeah, I ended up beating the game before you did. And
to be fair, I did take a break after I got Sabrina beaten.
Yeah. I just wanted to play it and complete it before I got Pokemon Moon.
Yeah.
Because I ended up getting that, at Christmas.
Oh. Wait, I can't remember. Did I start playing Leaf Green after... I can't remember now. I'm sorry.
You started playing it before Christmas, didn't you?
I can't remember now. I might have. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, that's right. We had this... I was playing it a couple days before Christmas. My maternal grandmother came over. That's beside the point. I don't want to get into family in this podcast. We don't need them involved. We don't need to involve them in this. I'm already going to get fired from every job I'll ever have for forever.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, but for real.
Since we're talking about Pokemon, do you want to tell them our favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon, well, I know yours is yours Raichu?
Yeah, mine is Raichu.
Okay,
Best
I was about to
Pokemon
say, my favorite is Mudkip. It's like this. Mudkip, swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are too awesome. And that's it.
Yeah, I honestly do not know where that came from.
I know that's an internet video that went. That video that was one of the earlier viral videos.
Honestly, I think my brain would turn if you sat there and watched it for 10 hours.
No, it's
Mudkip. It's one of my favourite starters.
I love Mudkip. I love my Mudkip, my Marshtomp, and my Swampert, and my Mega Swampert.
Yeah, every time I play Emerald or something, I pick Mudkip because it's the best one in the whole region.
It's like this. Mudkip can beat anybody if you try hard enough. Like, Charizard can catch him off guard with Solar Beam. Aside from that, he can beat anybody.
4 times weak to grass.
Yeah, he is, but that's his one weakness. That is his kryptonite. He's the Superman of Pokemon.
It reminds me of that meme where Quagsire's rolling in grass and then it says...
Oh, I know that one. Quagsire's rolling in the grass. It's super effective. And you know what's weird? I used to think when I first read that comic, I thought he was a water type Pokemon. Is he ground or is he water ground?
He's water ground, 4 times weak.
Okay. He's just straight up dead from that grass, man.
Do you know what?
Lyric's just going, what the fuck?
I think my favourite region is the Holland region.
Well, duh, because it's the best. And Kanto's probably the
just when the Holland remakes were confirmed, everyone playing the trombones and trumpets and stuff.
It's kind of like when Kermit the Frog comes out of the Muppet Show logo, and he's just like, it's Pokemon the Sapphire version remake with our special guest star, Mr. Jack Black. Yay! Da, 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 da. I could go through the whole theme song.
Yeah.
I should probably cut that out. That was pretty obnoxious of me.
You haven't played Sun and Moon yet, have you?
No, because they suck.
Oh, yeah, shots fired. You've just pulled out an Uzi and just shot everyone in the face.
No, everything about Pokemon Sun and Moon disappoints me, like everything.
Even the rideable Pokemon. Something you said was awesome.
I forgot they were in the game. Because I don't play I'm not going to play the game because...
You just lied. You have just lied on our first podcast. I hope you're happy.
No, I'm going to edit it out so you sound like an idiot. I can respond to your pre-recorded lines any way I want. I'm a dick.
Alright, so the podcast is going to be a guy talks to crazy person.
No, I was just joking. I was joking about editing the clip. I was gonna edit it together so that I'm like, so Sun and Moon's out. Would you? And then you're just like yelling at me and shit. For real. It's not that everything in the game is bad. It's just that so much of it, it's like the bad outweighs the good, and I don't want to support it by buying it, even though everyone else is.
Well, I really like it. I enjoyed playing it.
It's like this. Gen 6, the worst thing about it was they introduced the fairy type. So and then Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out and it's like, hold my beer, I'm gonna show this guy how it's done, and then it just ruins the entire franchise. Like worse than Black and White.
Oh no! Come on, Black and White was that really good?
No, it wasn't. You're stuck with the same crappy Pokemon from that region. You can't get a Pikachu until the end of the game. What are you, crazy?
You don't have to. Just because Raichu's my favorite doesn't mean that I have to have it in each game.
No, I'm saying the Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and Gen 4 Pokemon are locked off from you until you beat the game. And then you're stuck with these really crappy Pokemon.
Black and White, you hate that too. You're just gonna admit that you hate every single thing about Pokemon and just admit you're never a Pokemon fan.
Gen 1 was flawed, but it was still very good. Gen 3 was awesome. Gen 6 was awesome. Gen 2 was pretty good. Like, I will praise Sapphire all day and Leaf Green too. This podcast has gone long enough. Let's not offend. Let's try to save some of this content for next time.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Before we end this podcast.
Yeah, we're not going to end it right away. We're going to try to ease into ending it.
I'm just saying, before you end, is there any Pokemon you actually like in Gen 7?
I haven't studied it exclusively, but I like... What was the name of the unevolved grass starter?
Rowlet.
Rowlet, yeah, that one was actually good.
You like Rowlet?
Rowlet and nobody else. Oh, Litten too. Litten unevolved is good, but those are the two actively good Pokemon. It's like Psychic and Oshawott. No, for real, I haven't studied them exclusively, but I'm pretty sure I hate all the Alolan form Pokemon because they suck so much.
Well, I probably no one will watch this podcast, but if they do, they're going to be extremely offended by you.
No one's going to watch an hour of this. No, I should probably...
No, you're right and no one will. So, this is, unheard footage.
No, can I just say, I jokes aside, because we've been joking pretty hard, but I don't have a problem with anyone's playing the Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's just not for me. I just wanted to get that out there because I'm worried there is going to be one person who watches the entire podcast and gets offended.
Wipe your ass and stop shitting on it.
That is filthy, man. Stop being filthy minded. Get your disgusting toilet humor out of my podcast.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I was shitting on Sonic Boom.
That does make me feel better. Thank you.
Alright, do you want to talk about anything else?
No, I think this podcast has gone on long enough. Let's try to wrap it up. Do you have any summary thoughts?
Probably like the benchmark for all the other podcasts.
What? What did you say?
This is probably going to be the benchmark. All the other podcasts is probably going to be this long.
Oh, I think we'll get at least one that will be 40 minutes instead of an hour.
And no, because then we'll just start talking about something and then...
Yeah.
Alright, let's just finish it.
Okay. This has been the Charlie Foxtrot Podcast. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, you need to handle your time a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.